All right, welcome. You're back with Crystal from Crystal Clear Coaching. We are tuning in with ourselves on a daily basis. This month of January, I am coming on here every day to share a new habit I've instigated that will then continue on. Some days later on, if that becomes too much, I'm going to just amplify and refine said habits. So today is day 6, January 6th. And my habit today is actually going to be reposting part of one of my previous videos as a short on a daily basis. So I still have to do it, but I will do it. And yesterday I talked about how today I'm going to tune in to what I see for myself in a year's time, what I'd like to step into, what my higher version of myself, my future self, looks like for me, what I'd like it to look like, so that I can then work back and do the more action, masculine mind of putting it into a plan that I can then work towards. But today I get to tune into the dream ideal of what I'd like my life to be like in a year's time. And I invite you to come on and join and do the same for yourself. So this might be a two-parter. I will, because I still need to actually do the journaling side of it, so I'll come back and share what I have discovered for myself tomorrow. But I just wanted to invite you and share what to think about when you're doing this for yourself, and we'll do a little guided process today to help you figure that out. Hopefully you can hear me all right, because my outfit's giving Sparkle Fairy today. Sparkle Pirate. You can add a fairy in there because it's me, and I'm just loving it. So I need the whole thing in shot. What can I say? And sometimes you need to dress for the job you'd like, which apparently is a Sparkle Pirate Fairy for me. But it checks out because I've always been a fairy, and my mum can attest to that. I also have always loved dressing up, so I get to wear this to work. It's very exciting. My previous career, my sometimes career, it's still my career occasionally, in film and TV is me working in costume, but I dress other people up and not so much myself. So this is very exciting that my retail job allows me to dress up in fun, whimsical things. So yay. Anyway, so I'm embracing that today, and that's part of my future self, is that I want to learn to cultivate looking like her more, and that is me wearing more dresses and feminine clothes, rather than just falling back on the comfortable activewear, which has definitely happened in the past couple of years. So I'm loving this. I'm loving stepping into these beautiful dresses and skirts and such. So yay. My future self is definitely going to have a lot of that. It's not always practical, especially on a film set, when I'm just catering to other actors and extras to wear fun outfits. In fact, they will get destroyed, so you just need something with good pockets that's comfortable, that's going to adhere to your needs in whatever weather you're in, and that's basically the gist. And if you can manage to get something stylish out of that, that's a huge win, but basically not an expectation. So yeah, depending on what area you work in, the dog's going to do that. She's been fed, she's happy, she just likes the attention. So anyway, sometimes we choose comfort, and we choose to put on the activewear clothes that just feel comfy or practical, and if it's not important to you to dress up or do something fun, then that's all good. You don't have, if that's not your thing, then that doesn't matter. But if you love dressing up, you love getting into fashion, and really it's not fashion for me, it's personal style. It's getting to show up in a way that excites you, dressing in a way that you just feel good all day long because you're wearing this awesome outfit. So yeah, like I invite you to, cultivate a bit more of that back into your life when you can. And again, it's not always practical, but that's okay, because if it brings you joy, that's all that matters. And I'm very much an advocate for style over fashion, because there's many things that are in fashion that I just do not vibe with, and there's many things that are just kind of classic styles that will always be a go-to for me. I mean, anything that's got a Stevie Nicks vibe is very much my vibe. So yeah. Anyway, I digress. That is just one, you could say materialistic, or like, like a less deep way of stepping into your future self. But it does help with the whole, because all parts affect the whole. So there's just one facet of it. Obviously, the more that you cultivate the feelings you want to feel as that future self, the more you will take action to be in that energy to actually attract that and have that come into your life, and take the actions you need to. So yay. So yeah, what we'll do, if I can just get you to get comfortable in a seat and close down your eyes, we're just going to feel into what our future self might look like. So with your eyes closed down, just settle into your seat. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. And exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Longer than you inhaled. One more. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Now let your breathing resume to its natural pace, keeping your eyes closed. Let out a big sigh if you need to. The dog just will let out some energy too. Yep. Okay, great. So that doggy's timing was impeccable for right when we were tuning in. So we're going to start again. Just another deep breath in. Hold at the top. And exhale. Hopefully the interruption wasn't as much for you, so just let your breathing resume as per normal, or whatever you're called to do. And with your eyes still closed down, please go forward in time. Take the present you forward in time by 1 year, or your chosen time frame, and just notice, what do you see? Might be, what are you wearing? What does your hair look like? What does your body look like? What are you surrounded by? Where are you? Is there a special room you're in? A special place? Are you in a new home? Are you in a new workspace? Flesh these things out. And if you want to have multiple, just focus on one, the most prominent one for you, for now, and you can always come back and do this again for a slightly different situation of this future self of yours. So yeah, that's what do you see? What does it look like? And then now I want you to listen. What can you hear, if anything? Maybe you can hear music. Maybe you can hear birdsong. Maybe you can hear people talking. Whatever it is for you in this 1 year or chosen amount, future self version of yourself. What do you hear? Can you smell anything? Can you smell anything? Maybe you've got some incense burning, or you have, you're at the beach and you can smell the sea. Whatever it is for you. Can you taste anything? Like maybe you're just eating a delicious, nourishing meal. What do you taste? If anything. What do you feel? This is the most important one, in my humble opinion. What do you feel in this moment, this future version of yourself? What steps did you take that led you to feeling this way? How did you choose a better feeling and a better feeling and a better feeling in each moment leading up to this time in the future between when you did this tune in and that time in the future? What feeling did you cultivate and go towards and continually choose to step into? How many moments did you have of noticing your feelings were spiraling down into a bad, sad feeling and choosing to take a deep breath and exhale, release it, and choose a better feeling thought and a better feeling thought and a better feeling thought to the point that it became a habit? Can you notice and see what that path may have been for you? And then what you get to feel now because you cultivated that. How do you feel as this future version of yourself? And what do you now know or notice about the path you took to get here? What, looking back, can you now see was your path? What your blocks were? How you overcame those blocks? What can you see? What do you know and notice that is different from this past version of yourself? Just take a moment to really dial up all aspects: the seeing, the hearing, the smelling, the tasting, the feeling, the knowing and noticing. Dial it right up to the most vibrant version of itself. And take a deep breath in. Hold at the top. And exhale, sigh it all out. And just now, Take that version of yourself and place it somewhere in your body that feels right to you. And know that's what you get to step into now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the room, space you're in. Great, so I invite you now to go and sit and journal on this a little bit, flesh it out a bit more if you need to. And ideally, like, the best thing to do with this is actually to grab your phone, open the voice recording app, and just record a little tune in for yourself as to how to dial into this future version of yourself, that feeling, so that you can continue to work towards that, and you can remember and keep present in the fact that that's what you want to work towards. And the next thing is the consistent habit of it is tuning into it, ideally on a daily basis, so that it reminds you to take the actions you need to step into that version of yourself. You don't just throw it on another list of lists, a pile of lists that goes to a graveyard of journals that never gets looked at again, or barely gets looked at again. So, yeah, I invite you to use this as a way to tune in with yourself on a daily basis, because no one can know what's better for your life than you. So why not do it for yourself? Give yourself that gift. And if you don't like the sound of your own voice, I invite you to be curious as to why, but also, could you put that aside just for the purposes of this? You're the only one that needs to listen to it. You can try it, realize you don't like it, record it again, keep letting it evolve as you evolve and grow with this situation, with this future version of yourself that you want to step into. So, yeah, it's just a tool. It doesn't need to be anything perfect. Please don't try and be perfect with it. The point is, it's a resource for you to really become that version of yourself. And yeah, as much as I didn't plan it like this, I am very thankful that I have trained and studied as a coach enough that I can just jump into this stuff. And this is exactly how it had to happen, actually, because part of me was telling myself that I should have journaled before this and done it for myself. But you know what? I'd actually forgotten that I needed to do this tune-in, and without me actually creating this tune-in first, I couldn't tune in to the degree that I want to create for you guys. So it's all perfect, even in the imperfection of not showing up, having done the thing that I thought I would do before the video. It's still all perfect, and it gets to be, and we can just choose to see it that way, and yay for that. So I'm going to go and do my little journaling on my future self soon, and tomorrow I'll come back and share what I journaled on. Yeah, so that's exciting. What I haven't shared is my new habit for today. No, I did. I'm going to remix one of my old videos, make it into a short on YouTube so that I can hopefully get more eyeballs on this channel, because I'm loving showing up here and sharing what I've got to share. And I'd just love to share it with more people and cultivate connection for the world from like a heart-centered place, not, the click on this, buy this right now kind of vibes. And yes, I am still cultivating a business. So there will be times where I invite you to work with me, but I hope if you spend even, a couple of minutes with me, you realise that that's not what I do it for. I just want to help, and I have so many things I can help with. So, yeah. Apologies for the birds and the dogs and all the animals just being bonkers this afternoon, but hey, we made a video during the daylight, so it actually made a bit more sense than my late night rambling last night. And we got to dress up in a fun, whimsical way. Well, while we're on that, I'll share with you the fit. I love it. A little bit of sparkle, razzmatazz, and pirate. You could say hooker. My name is Crystal, but I'm not a hooker. The opposite, really. Anyway, much love. Don't know why I had to share that right at the end, but here we are. Step into your future version of yourself, and no judgment if you want to become a sparkle pirate fairy hooker. You know, good for you, I say. Much love.